It seems that what could be more harmless than SpongeBob? Sunny, chaotic, childish humor. But this show has a dark side, episodes that stick in the memory not only because of jokes. And among them, there is one that fans have misunderstood for years. Earworms. At first glance, it's just a joke about an obsessive melody, but if you dig deeper, something frightening opens up. The visual details, the behavior of the characters, the song itself, everything points to a hidden message. I watched this episode and found not just oddities, but a whole system of hints, and it completely changed my mind about perhaps the darkest episode of SpongeBob. Let's get this straight from the beginning. It all starts like a normal day. SpongeBob hears the song Musical Doodle, a cheerful, clingy jingle. He's thrilled. But it's not just sympathy, it's an obsession. He buys a record and, once at home, puts it on repeat, over and over again. Even at night, he can't stop. His lips and pores are whistling the tune themselves. This is no longer a love of music. It's an addiction. He gives up and listens to the song all night, like a drug chasing serotonin. And in the morning, he comes to work exhausted. Dark circles, red eyes, nervous tick. This is not a fun SpongeBob. This is a man on the verge of a breakdown. He's totally freaking out. The kitchen turns into chaos. He talks to himself. His laughter sounds scary. And that's where Sandy shows up and gives a diagnosis. It's literally an earworm, a musical parasite wrapped around his brain. The show confirms that there are musical brain parasites in Bikini Bottom, and the only cure is to replace the song with an even more clingy one. Friends try to help, but only one sound wins. Squidward's terrible fake clarinet playing. The worm is banished, but the problem is not solved. It's just transmitted like a curse. And that's the key. The episode is not about winning. It's about a cycle that never ends. But what does it really mean? The first theory. The worm changes it physically. The nerve turns blue. Blue sea sponges are often poisonous. What if it's a slow transformation? If he wasn't cured, SpongeBob would become a walking jukebox, spreading the infection throughout the city. It's a strategy to enslave an entire city under the guise of pop music. The second theory. What if the earworm is a symbol of our daily obsession? The song is empty, but haunting. SpongeBob buys her, loops her, builds a life around her, even when everything is falling apart. Does that sound familiar? Endless scrolling on social media, obsessive TikToks, binge-watching TV shows. This is the product that we seem to need, even though it only makes us worse. Theory 3. What if the whole episode is a metaphor for obsessive thoughts? A mental breakdown. SpongeBob tries to resist, but gives up from exhaustion. He never asks for help, because obsessive thoughts wear your own face. Krabs tries to pull the parasite out by force, but Sandy says it will damage the brain. This is not just a funny excuse. It's a symbol. Mental problems cannot be solved by brute force. What do you think? Which theory seems to you the most convincing? Or do you have your own? Write in the comments. And if you enjoyed this dive into the hidden meanings of cartoons, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.